dobry. Hi, everyone. You are so lucky. Normally, when I have this thing in my hand, I'm singing a song. I'm not going to do that now, so you are lucky. Witajcie. So glad I'm here. First meet Magento, Poland. Before I kick off, I would like to say a big, big thank you and congratulations to Kuba and his team, all the sponsors, Net Research, a big applause. So great seeing you all. My name is Kathleen. I work at Magento for just a little over a year now, and I'm responsible for our solution partners. I do that in different countries, also here in Eastern Europe. I'm not alone here. Mark, please stand up. This is Mark. He is responsible for sales. So if there are projects, if you need help, that's the guy you should call. And is Piotr already there? No, he isn't. He will come later. He is one of our, he's a team member of our technical team. So if you have technical questions, you should talk to Peter. So, how did it all start with Magento? A couple of years ago, not so long ago, our founders, they were students. And what does every student need besides beer? They need money. And so they were technical guys, they were developers, and they started a web agency. And when they were talking to their potential customers, they became aware that a lot of them wanted to start their business online. But IT, technology, was preventing them doing so. It was very expensive, it was not flexible, so there was a real need for a platform. Now, our founders, they were very, very big believers of open source. They didn't want people to get into a vendor lock-in where once you choose for a platform that you always need to stay in that same technology. So they wanted to have an open platform. They wanted to create something that was flexible because no merchant is the same. Some of them grow really, really quickly. Others want to diversify. So it needed to be very flexible. Scalable. You start with one server, you make a lot of money, you get more visitors, you need a second server, and so on and so on. So quite some very, very key points that they had in mind to build something are there on the screen. And that thing became Magento. Now, let's turn this around. Who here in the room is a merchant? Okay. Are you already online with your business? Do you already have a store online? Yes, everyone? Yeah? Okay. Is it Magento? No, but I mean, everything that is on the screen there are your challenges. You want to be successful, you want to increase sales, you want to have happy customers, you need integration, etc., etc. So we are going to dive in there. Now, what do you as a merchant expect from an e-commerce platform? You want to be able to get your own design online. You want to represent your brand in the way you want it, and you don't want to be tied in some standard templates. You don't want that. You may have a very large and complex product catalog, and you need support for that from the platform. You want to manage your content. that content, especially in an e-commerce environment, is constantly changing. And you don't want to call your partner every time that you need that content changed. You want to do it yourself. You want to be independent. Of course, you need integration with backend systems. You can have an e-commerce site that is really speedy, extremely beautiful. If you don't have a backend, people can't place orders. Search and navigation capabilities, very important. If I'm looking for a product online and I'm coming to your store and I'm searching for it and I don't find it like in an instance, I'm gone and I'm never coming back to your store. So very important thing. Marketing campaigns, conversion rates, keeping those conversion rates going up and up and up, very important. The more that you know about your visitors and your customers, the more that you can segment them, and the more that you can use all marketing capabilities within the system to get them coming back and buy. Scalable, you want to be successful, you want to grow, and you want to have multiple payment options. And multinational, and for example, here we pay in zlotys. In Belgium, where I live, we pay in euro. In the UK, we pay in pounds. So we are in Europe. So you want those functionalities in there. And I have great news. Magento can do it all. So here's a lineup of our current products. Magento Community. So Magento Community is the free version of our e-commerce platform. This is typically used by people that are starting online, so it's a new adventure for them. They are not ready to invest money yet in the platform, so they start with the free version and they ask a partner for integration. Community is also used a lot by our solution partners or developers to test, to write extensions on, so that they know what our platform is capable of. Then we have Magento Enterprise, that's our flagship, but we will dive into Enterprise later in more detail. We also have Magento Go. Magento Go is a very, very nice solution for very, very small shops. It's a SaaS solution, which means it turns into the cloud. You take some kind of subscription. It's a sort of next finish setup, and you are online, and you can sell bird seeds, for example. It's for small shops. And then we have mobile. Don't underestimate the force of mobile. If we see how the sales of smartphones and tablets is going out of the roof, and how people behave with those kinds of devices in shopping, it's something wow. With Magento Mobile, we can offer you two different solutions. We have full support for HTML5, so you can use your site and people surf to it. Or we can allow you to put the app, we can allow you to have an app that runs or in the iStore, or that can be installed on an Android device. Now, the spirit of Magento, our ecosystem. Who is in the center? The merchant, the customer. We only want to have happy customers. And we cannot get there if it wasn't for our solution partners. Here in Europe, more than 80% of our business is driven by our solution partners, like the people from Snowdog, like the people from AdWix, etc., etc. Those people are there to help you implement the system, design it, integrate it, and make sure that it stays live. So our solution partners, very key to us. Then we also have technology partners, like payment solutions, email marketing. There are a lot of them. Then we also have our industry partners that build extensions because, like I said in the beginning, every merchant is different. You can sell wine online and your colleague can sell wine online, but you can do it in a completely different way with different priorities. So you may need another piece of technology than your colleague does. That's where our industry partners come in the game. And then, of course, the merchant are very, very important key. We have today over 125,000 customers. Our community counts over 800,000 members, which is great. The extensions or connectors, or whatever you want to call them, we have over 6,000 online in Magento Connect. And we have over 400 solution partners globally. So we are really, really proud of them. Now, Magento Enterprise. At Imagine in Las Vegas in April this year, one of our customers called Magento a Lego toolbox, because you can do a lot of stuff with Lego. And we thought, yeah, yes and no, because with Lego, you can do a lot of stuff, but you only can do it with Lego. You are limited to Lego. Magento goes one step beyond. You are not only limited to our platform, we are open. So you can integrate with everything that is open enough to talk to us. Here are some merchants. We are adding, in average, about 100 customers per month. I have taken some, I served in Eastern Europe. So I don't have a clue what's written there, so those guys you know, I'm sure. So some examples. And like you see, I mean, there are different verticals, different businesses, also different sizes of merchants. So just wanted to show you that also here in this region. Yeah, I'm sorry, this is for the guys. So, I mean, we really have some successful brands online with Magento Enterprise. Now, Enterprise, okay, what's Enterprise? Enterprise is the core of community with a very, very rich feature set around it, which is, and now pay attention, supported by Magento. So we give support to our customers and our partners for code that we have written. You are on community and you need one of the features that are in Enterprise, you can make that happen. Your solution partner can take an extension or code himself an extension, put it in there. It will work, but it will not be supported by us. That's the big difference. So if you are making quite some money online, I think you want that extra insurance and you should consider Enterprise. About, the creativity. Like I said, you don't want to be nailed down in a certain template. Here you see some examples about, all kinds of design. So you really design your store how you want it to be and how you want to be represented online. Also mentioned, you don't want to pick up the phone every time that you want something changed in the back end. New pricing, new products, whatever. So we have a very user-friendly backend. I mean, I don't code, even I can work with it. And I'm a woman, so it's very straightforward. You can do lots of stuff in there. Of course, you have the content management system, but you can also make sure that content gets personalized to a user profile. You can do content staging. For example, we are getting closer and closer to Christmas. You can make sure, you can prepare the content and you can make sure, okay, on December 19th, I want this piece go live. Buff, it's there. And you can also delegate admin tasks. For example, if you are, take that you have 3 online shops running on 1 enterprise instance, which is perfectly feasible and done a lot. You can make sure that one of your people is responsible for 1 shop, another for another shop, another for another shop. Even for parts of that shop, you can delegate that. Marketing tools. Those are so important. Those make sure that when a visitor comes, he buys and he will return. So because, you can have 1,000 page views. That's great, but page views don't give you money. You need buyers. That's why those marketing tools are in there. We have a lot of them. I mean, you can work with promotions, you can do product suggestions, you can upsell, cross-sell, you can work with email marketing. This is a practical example from Tom's. Tom's is a big retailer in shoes. So you see there, a visitor chooses a shoe. What happens then is the system will say, okay, these are the top sellers, and believe me, the top sellers are always more expensive than the pair the visitor chose. So that's upselling. What happens then also is products that have, in one kind or another, a relation with the chosen item are also going to be presented. That's cross-selling. So that's something that it's baked in there. Targeted marketing campaigns. Within Magento Enterprise, you can segment your customers. You can say, for example, I want for here, the city of Warsaw, every woman between 25 and 55 who have spent more than 50 euro on my site, I want them to send them an email with a special promotion. That's customer segmentation. The system is going to dive into your database, and you prep an email, they will get it. They will then also, you can do then also, with a link, make sure that those people, when they click on it, they arrive on that special promo page. Now, these people, Fun for Kids, they sell toys. They were on community, and they, because they started, and they said, well, you know what, no, not enterprise right away. We don't, our business plan is not so clear. We want to start with a community. And after 1.5 years, they decided to go over to enterprise because they realized that the feature set, the marketing feature set that was in there was going to give them a lot of money more. So what did Fun for Kids use very intensively? They used the reward points. So you can determine that if you buy for X euro, you will get X amount of reward points. But you cannot only do that. You can also make sure that, let's say, your VIPs, people that buy a lot on your store, get their points a lot quicker, or they get rewarded faster or for more money. And the other very important item that they used was a field where customers could leave some comments like, wow, great service, great products, because the best publicity in the whole world is word to mouth. If I'm going to say to you, yesterday I went to this restaurant and we had a very, very good meal, price was good, people were gently with us, it's very likely that you will try that restaurant too. So word to mouth, very important. And if you can integrate that into your e-commerce site, great. And they did it. This is a B2B example for special pricing and making groups. So here, for example, you have not only special discounts related to the quantity that someone buys, but also which profile do they have? Are they resellers? Are they non-profit? Or are they just a regular customer? This one was also challenging. These guys, like you see, they sell furniture, but a customer can choose every single part of that closet, in this case, himself. So every color or every door in a specific color is a different item. So what people do, they design their closet like they want, they order, and this order goes directly to the production unit where this particular closet is made. Very, very nice solution. Also, quite challenging, private sales. So in this particular case, these guys, they get different vendors virtually every day. And those different vendors can sell furniture, clothes, shoes, jewelry, whatever. So their back-end system needs to be from a very good quality, and we had to do a very, very custom integration, which allows them to upload in a very easy way all the data from that new vendor and pump it into the system and make sure that it's for sale online. Integration. You know that, yeah, sorry, I'm going faster. So integration. You know that you already have existing stuff. You have an existing ERP system. And you don't want the people of Snowdog or Adwix coming to you saying, you know what, that's nice what you have here, but just throw it away because we need something else. You don't want that. So we want to make sure that Magento Enterprise integrates with your existing systems. Performance, very important. Enterprise performs, but it needs to be installed like it should be. We have some figures here. You can read them by yourself. It's quite good. 2 to 5 orders per second during sales. So yes, we perform, but you have to be very careful how you set it up. But we perform. With one Magento instance, like I said, you can have multiple sites in multiple languages. You need just one server instance. And we are in Europe, so take advantage of that. Mobile, so don't forget how people are going to change in their buying behavior. This is from our boss. We will see more change in how consumers shop and pay over the next 3 years than we've seen in the last 15. I'll leave it here because I'm running over time. Sorry for that. Just one thing here. Jean Couillet.